Okay, so let's go ahead and do a bank reconciliation. So navigate to the reconciliation screen, select the account that you want to reconcile, and you should have your latest bank statement available. So the first thing we need to do is check that the balance at the bank that Clubtreasurer is holding agrees with the opening balance or the balance brought forward from your statement. We then need to tell Clubtreasurer what the reconciliation date is. So this is the date of your bank statement there, so the 30th of June 2014 in this case. And as soon as we enter a date, the reconcile column appears to allow us to start ticking off items on our list. So now it's a simple matter of just matching up transactions on our statement, so the 3rd of June for £525, with unreconciled transactions in Clubtreasurer. And we can see here there's a good match, and we simply check the box to reconcile it. And Clubtreasurer will move this transaction to the reconciled region at the bottom of the screen. Now notice that the transaction date entered in Clubtreasurer was the 12th of March, but the check itself was not cashed in your bank account until the 3rd of June. So these timing differences with your cash flow is exactly why you need to perform bank reconciliations. So you carry on checking off your transactions on your statement with your transactions in Clubtreasurer. So the 300098 here for £50, yep, we can see that matches the one on our statement. Again, just check the box, adds it to the reconciled column below. This item here for 283 for 2508, we can find a match in Clubtreasurer. But if we look more closely, we can see that the values don't agree, so there's clearly been a mistake here. We can have a look at that by clicking the View button, and that will open up, in this case, the payments form for that transaction. And as long as we're happy that it was our mistake and not the bank's, we can simply go into this transaction and make the change. So we enter in the correct value, save those changes, and when we go back to the reconciliation page, we can see that that number's now been updated. And then, as before, we simply check the box to reconcile it. So we continue doing our reconciliation, again going down our statement, matching them with Clubtreasurer transactions and just ticking them off. And in this case here, we find a transaction that's not been entered in Clubtreasurer. Now the reason for that is because this is bank interest, so the bank's automatically added that to the statement. We need to add that now into Clubtreasurer to make sure we can reconcile. So we just go into the receipt screen and create a new transaction for the bank interest. So now when we go back into the reconciliation screen, we can see that new receipt item for the bank interest. Just check it's accurate, and if it is, we can just click the reconciliation box. So the final check we need to do now is to make sure that the balance carried forward figure on our statement agrees with the new bank balance in Clubtreasurer. Obviously this has been updated as we've reconciled and ticked off all our items. And as long as the two numbers agree, we can be confident that our accounting is accurate.